Hi, this is Shirai. I went out today and I had filed the appropriate reports regarding uh, my missing, lost, or stolen Social Security check for November 30th. I also made some documentation because what I'm hearing is that I'm not feeling well today. I've been out too long. I was out for hours trying to take care of, go to my PO box and try to see if any checks were there, anything from Social Security. What is I'm finding out is that my check has not arrived in my lockbox today, my PO box. And so I went to the police station, Naperville Police Station, and filed the appropriate report that I need to come back and pick up. But they made me fill out some more reports to kind of rush the process. And I got a copy of that short brief synopsis report. I am unnerved because someone is playing games. They make it seem as though that I am ghetto, that I come from the wayside, which I have not. The problem is it has something to do with national ID. There are people who are either employed under my identification of goods under E-Verify or trying to get a job. And what they did was basically hijack my identity to make me look like I am not the original credentials that match to. Also, I have also found someone had found the website, I documented it down for court purposes, have put out a lot of information. They had my tax records out there, which I scanned, but someone took over my email account and posted all that information out there in public, as well as my educational background, my social security numbers out there, which is all illegal. Now under distress because they're trying to throw me out in the frigid cold, holding back my check so I won't have enough to get an apartment. And I'm ill in order to force me into prostitution or have me freeze to death. Some type of religious persecution. I don't know if this national ID has something to do with religious persecution. I don't know. All I know that I am a victim. And I was told by pastors, more than one, and individuals to stay out of all the churches. What that had to do with the happening to me, I don't know. All I know that me and my son has been targeted. I given the appropriate authorities the documentation, historical information going back for years, and grade school pictures and grade school grades and so forth. Now, this is unbelievable that I have to go through all of this. And I'm awestruck, I'm scared. I don't know who to trust at this point. All I know that they had indicated that my check went to a designated address, which I was staying. I contacted that individual and they claimed that the check is not there. Now, they sent it out on, the check was dispersed on November 30th. I should have arrived on December 3rd. I never got it. This is the first time I've ever been this late. So I have great reason to be concerned because at this point either it's stolen or lost. So this is the reason why I filed the appropriate report and all these allegations that I'm not who I say I am. They're going to arrest me in my hotel room like a prostitute in order to steal my identity because my wife is working under your identity. I wanted to be an accountant. Why can't they go back to school? I don't understand. Why can't they go like this back to school like I did? Everybody wants this free ride in front of the gravy train line without going to school and working hard to climb to the top. They think I just became an instant accountant without working my way up. And they don't even share my raw DNA. Now they claim it's debatable. I just found this out after they murdered my son about my DNA. I never knew. I knew I was old, but never knows. No one said it was rare. All I'm finding this out after the murder of my son, and that they were going to cremate both of us so there wouldn't be any evidence of it. This is why I'm upset because I got all these people have screwed up my Social Security benefits, even my health care benefits. I can't even go to public assistance. I have a heart problem, a really bad heart problem. They told me I can't even get excited. I can go into a cardiac arrest, and I can't even go have a heart transplant because somebody already had a heart transplant under the DRG of my Social Security number. So, or other major illness. So I won't be able to get help because somebody already had it under my Social Security number. Imagine that you won't be able to get help because someone is basically hijacked your identity and you're not deserving to live anymore. This is all genocide. We have a selective group, but we know you rare, but we don't want you to be rare because we don't want you to represent us. I didn't say I was representing you. I didn't ask God to do this to me. I didn't ask for the rare DNA, but I'm being beat up like it's like it's my fault. I'm being harmed. I have been physically harmed medically because of this rare DNA situation. Now all of a sudden everyone wants to harp on my DNA and say, well, I'm her. Even having babies. I kid you not, I was told that under my Social Security number there has been more than 90 births. So they can have that connection, and their DNA don't even match. Some people say they collecting DNA, so they can say this woman doesn't even, this child don't even match this woman's DNA. This is unbelievable. Or adoption, having people adopt under my Social Security number is extremely scary after I have reported it stolen. Imagine that. Something has to be done regarding this national ID because people think they can do whatever they want, and they're harming people, American citizens, for it. Either they are citizens or not, it doesn't matter. They're harming people over their own identity. But this is Shirai.